Hello everyone, welcome to the FN Studios. I'm your host, John Ramdeen, alongside martial artist and entrepreneur Vic Theriault, who is doing his best to ensure the safety of not only martial artists, but different athletes with his new product, the BrainPad. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Well, thanks for having me on the air, first of all. Actually, the BrainPad is a dual arch mount guard that compared to 99% of the mount guards out there, they're the upper teeth only. And with this one here, it's dual arch, therefore the upper teeth are protected and the bottom teeth are protected. It also is very important to notice that the jaw is advanced when you're wearing it. Therefore, it creates a safety space between the mandible and the base of the skull, where when you get hit, all right, there's a lot of nerves, and once you get hit, there's a slide and slam effect. And with the BrainPad, you're locked. So this doesn't move. It doesn't move backwards and it doesn't move sideways. You're sort of locked. And another advantage is that, as you can see, there's breathing holes here. Most of the time when you're biting down on your mouthpiece, there's no air. You have to wait till the air goes through the nasal passage all the way down. This way here, when the BrainPad is in your mouth, you're locked and loaded, you're biting down on it, therefore your neck, you gain neck strength, and also you get a lot of air. So when you're throwing your punches, you're breathing through the breathing holes of the BrainPad.
Why did you feel that there was a need for this product?
Well, actually, concussions is the killer of sports these days now that you're hearing in hockey and football and everything. This product has been it's been invented for a fighter named Jesse Ferguson almost 24, 25 years ago that had a sort of a glass jaw. And a whole bunch of orthodontists got together and invented a mouth guard called Wisp at the time that Oscar De La Hoya used in his last 10 fights. And what it did is it locked his jaw, so it didn't move. Therefore, he ended up adding 10 years to his career. What happened is a group of investors decided to get together and they created the BrainPad through that invention, a dual arch technology. Now, if you've ever seen a commercial called Snore Guard, somebody that's snoring, you see that in the commercial, you see that by advancing the jaw, you're opening up the airway. I don't know if we can see it, but this part here, you're opening up the airway. And that's very important. So by having your jaw advance, you get more air, you get more strength when you're butting down. It's called the Moore effect. When you're butting down on something and you're throwing punches, you gain about 10 to 15% in punching power.
How has the reception been from athletes using it and just people that have never seen the product that have decided to try it for the first time?
Well, the reaction is the first 2 days, it's kind of bulky in your mouth. It's, Chuck Norris, who presented me this project about 4 years ago when I was in Austin, Texas for the World Combat League, all the fighters were wearing BrainPad. And Chuck says, Vic, this is going to be something that's, if I were you, because he knows my market, I was his agent for a day in Montreal and I brought him to the hockey. And he's a huge hockey fan. He said, those guys, man, they're concussed. They have like 80 games. Every time they land in the board, if I were them, I'd look into this product. So what I did is I sort of inquired with Joe Manzo and I got the rights for Quebec at the time, and then I merged with a group called NFB, and we're into 400 Canadian tires now with one of the models, so at least it's starting to move a bit. And it takes it a little while to adapt, like two, three hard training sessions, because what it is you have a stranger in your mouth. And it's like somebody that just got braces or somebody just got dentures. You'll have a lot of saliva for the first 2-3 times wearing it. But what it is your brain is telling you there's a stranger in your mouth. But after 2-3 days, that goes away. And this is what Chuck really helped me out. He says, Vic, you've got to try it for at least 3-4 days on the back, and then you'll get used to it. And now I got tremendous amount of great boxers. Rival Boxing has been selling a lot through their network. Top 10 Canada selling a lot. So the BrainPad is starting to gain a little bit of momentum now, because fighters know. I've seen fighters. We're looking at a guy named Joe Dan. He's ready. He's in line for a title fight. You can ask him this personally. After he fought in Quebec City, the elimination fight against Kevin Bizier, first guy he hugged was me coming out of the ring, because he was getting a real bad first 6 rounds. He was getting a lot of shot. Not once did you see him buckle or flinch through those bombs he was getting on the jaw. His jaw and his neck was very, very stable. And I really feel that now Joe Jordan will never wear anything else. And what's funny about this is he had an accident before wearing it. He had his jaw cracked. And Russ Amber told him, you should try the BrainPad while you're getting back into training, just to stabilize and let it heal so you start training earlier. He never took it off.
It is the Brain Pad. It is available in stores now.